Yeah, not necessary. I don't think if the ball had hit the stump, that Madevere would have been out of his crease anyway. Jaiswal, the fielder. Yeah, no, they've given Zimbabwe some extras, yeah.
In fact, it's nowhere. It's neither here nor there. It's right in the middle of the pitch. And I think it gave Rinku Singh no chance. It gave it gave Shivam Dube no chance. Rush of blood for Yashasvi Jaiswal. It's cost his team a few runs. It's just little things like that that'll settle nerves of the dressing room, get the crowd going. Zimbabwe's batting is what's let them down, even in the game that they won. A few extras here and there, and 22 in the third over.
By far, just a couple of balls short of the third over. The best start Zimbabwe's had in the series.
He's not got all of it. Put down. Shivam Dube did the hard work, got to it. That's an opportunity. Khalil is just not having things go his way this over.
Yeah, I'm not sure that Shivam Dube thought he would get there when he first started going. He did eventually. Maybe if he just put in a dive, he would have been able to get more hand on it. It's just hit. Wow, I guess I'm being a bit harsh. He's tried.
Yeah, I think if anything, he's not most athletic of movers, Shivam Dube. It didn't go far, but it's still done some damage to the bat of Marumani.
I had a chat with Marumani yesterday afternoon after the team training session, and just talking about where he's at with his cricket and how he feels, and his dismissal in that previous game. He says he backs himself to go over the top, and you've seen him try to do it again there. I just think that he's got to make sure that he's got the full face of the bat hitting the ball. A couple of times, and on that occasion just closes the face of the bat on impact.
Deshpande does well. It's another productive over for Zimbabwe. 10 from it, 25.
आपका लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर कितना होना चाहिए? आपका लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर आपके एनुअल इनकम का 10 गुना होना चाहिए। बजाज एलियांज लाइफ के 10x टर्म प्लान्स। जब लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर हो एनुअल इनकम का 10 गुना तो समझो हो गया।
हेलो डिजिट,
वो नारियल बूम
सो कोकोनट से विंडशील्ड डैमेज आपके एरिया में तो कॉमन है। बस वीडियो अपलोड कर दो, क्लेम सबमिट।
दैट्स इट। वीडियो अपलोड करो और क्लेम सबमिट करो। दैट्स इट। दैट्स डिजिट।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
Deshpande to continue on his debut with one slip. You can't help but think that this kind of start would make those coming in after so much more at ease. Brian Bennett shown promise, out to a blinder in the last game. Dion Myers with runs. Sikandar Raza, if he comes in a position where his team's given him a platform, all the more dangerous. Since Shubman Gill understands that it's not the ideal start after winning the toss and bowling, so the slip's gone out, short mid-wicket. And he's just helped himself to four with fine leg in the ring, knocked the ball with the field he had. Zimbabwe are off to a bit of a flyer here.
Yeah, the fine leg who picked up the ball the last time he played, Deshpande down to that area of the ground has gone square. He's realized that and just made sure he's got the ball fine enough. It's not the right line.
Field remains the same, so there's a deep backward square. Fine leg still inside. They've done that really well in these first 3.5 overs. In times where Zimbabwe have been guilty of some poor running, middle order, but these two looks like they get along.
Zimbabwean changing will be elated with that start. The boundaries, probably even just feel there's probably 2 or 3 too many dots in that.
To re-ball that one. See, the arrows are coming through now. The crowd is finding their voice. So this is the theme of the day. We've actually seen this bunch, this group, in previous games, different uniforms.
So good. So good.
Slightly holier theme today for the crowd.
I wonder how much they've pushed out in terms of all the outfits they've had. They've had a different one for every single game. They'll be hoping that their faith attire today will bring some good results for the home side, I'm sure.
Saturday seems to be enough. Stars align for Zimbabwe. Slow ball for the first time.
Ball to go in the 4th over, 31 for none. These two have batted together 13 times. These are not playing T20s, an average of 18.5. A couple of half-century partnerships, a best of 65.
Oh, what a shot. Hold that pose. Brilliant from Madavere. Zimbabwe 35 without loss.
दोस्तों, अगर आप ऐसे ही रोजाना हमारे चैनल पे सभी मुकाबलों का लाइव देखना चाहते हैं, वो भी बिल्कुल फ्री, तो अभी हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। आपको वो नीचे सब्सक्राइब का बटन दिख रहा होगा, उसको दबाइए और बेल आइकन को ऑल पे कर लें, ताकि हर एक मैच का लाइव एक्शन हमारे चैनल पे आप देख सकें।
10x टर्म प्लान्स, जब लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर हो एनुअल इनकम का 10 गुना तो
हेलो डिजिट,
वो नारियल बूम।
सो कोकोनट से विंडशील्ड डैमेज आपके एरिया में तो कॉमन है, बस वीडियो अपलोड कर दो, क्लेम सबमिटेड।
दैट्स इट। वीडियो अपलोड करो और क्लेम सबमिट करो। दैट्स इट। दैट्स डिजिट।
We've seen 4 overs of pace. Zimbabwe have dealt with it admirably. It's their best opening stand. It's their best start with the bat this series after being put in. And Shubman Gill has decided to change things up. Ravi Bishnoi in the 5th over, bowling to the left-hander. The slip in place. Sweep at your own peril against Bishnoi. He's targeting the offside, which now becomes the shorter boundary. Spinners will have to contend with that.
Yeah, no surprises that Shubman Gill has very quickly turned to Bishnoi, who's been very successful in the series. Spin has been more successful than the seamers. 20 wickets have fallen to spin, as opposed to the 19 from seam. Average of 20 versus an average of 26 to the seamers. This is the final ball of the previous over. Shot of the series for me.
I think Raza hit one in the first game that went for 6, which looks similar. Abhishek's hit a few to try and challenge that claim, Tino Maboya.
One of the, should I say.
It's just biased towards the opening batters. Now, the last time they batted first, it's the opening game of the series. They caught this Indian side napping, 115. That after Clive Madande took them to a respectable score. Tendai Chatara played his part, hung around for about 15 minutes to ensure Madande got Zimbabwe to 115 and then rocked India with the ball. 28 for 4 in the power play. Shubman Gill dropped anchor, wanted to play deep. Sikandar Raza was excellent with ball, was sharp tactically in the field. Started well with the bat here as well. Two fielders out in the deep, both on the leg side. The long on and a deep mid-wicket. And neither of those fielders, as it turns out, are right back on the boundary. In fact, Rinku Singh is well in. It doesn't matter where those fielders are. It's gone behind square, Marumani. He's putting Bishnoi under pressure.
This is calculated from Marumani, and I like to see it because the previous one he tried to hit very hard. He doesn't have to because there's nobody behind square, and the line that Bishnoi is bowling, all he needs to do is that, help it on its way.
Does look like a good surface to bat on. Bring decision to bowl first, the scrutiny, depending on how this game goes later on. I like Sikandar Raza. He always wants to do what the opposition captains made him.
One, I was very surprised by the decision to bowl first on the surface, and the pitch report you would have heard Abhi say this is the best looking track of the series, and I agree with him. And I thought about that when Sikandar Raza answered the question, are you happy to bat first? And he says, yeah, we're going to bat first anyway. It seems more like just a reactive answer.
There's an appeal from Slip, withdrawn appeal from the bowler. It's first evidence of some turn and bounce. That's Surfa's first time we're using this pitch in this series. Where
yes,
it's a good comeback from Bishnoi. Just 4 off the over, 5 gone, 39 without loss.
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी।
आपका लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर कितना होना चाहिए?
आपका लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर आपके एनुअल इनकम का 10 गुना होना चाहिए। बजाज आलियांज लाइफ के 10x टर्म प्लान्स। जब लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर हो एनुअल इनकम का 10 गुना तो
हेलो डिजिट,
वो नारियल बूम
सो कोकोनट से विंडशील्ड डैमेज आपके एरिया में तो कॉमन है, बस वीडियो अपलोड कर दो।
दोस्तों, आप में से जिसको भी आज के मुकाबले की 100% श्योर विनर और सेशन रिपोर्ट चाहिए, वो लोग अभी हमारे टेलीग्राम को ज्वाइन करें। यहाँ पे आपको एकदम फ्री में रिपोर्ट दी जाती है और एकदम जेन्युइन रिपोर्ट, तो मौके का फायदा उठाएं और बिना देरी किए हमारे टेलीग्राम से जुड़ जाएं। लिंक आप सभी को वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन और चैट बॉक्स में दे दिया है।
From Zimbabwe in the power play. Nice to use his feet, see him coming. Pushing it down. Good morning, or should I say good afternoon, Mr. Flower.
It is good afternoon, a very good afternoon. Hello, Jeremy. Great to be here. And really interesting to watch these two Zimbabwean openers take on the Indian attack like they have today.
He's playing the reverse sweep, getting a single. The one thing that's been impressive about both these openers as well, they've run well between the wickets, which has been impressive.
Yeah, they have. It's been indicative of their attitude, I think. You can see that coming through in their aggressive running between the wickets. And I think that sometimes helps your stroke play. If you've got an aggressive mindset for running between the wickets, it transfers into how you move and hit the ball. So really nice to see. And totally agree with you. Best wicket of the series so far, I think.
That's a good wicket. Reverse sweep and an appeal, umpire unmoved.
The umpire was unmoved. The batsman was moving all over the place, wasn't he? There was a lot happening there. Feet, hands, everything happening.
It's better. Oh, they just got to be careful against Washington Sundar. Thus far in the series, he's taken 2 for 11. This was happened 2 balls ago.
There we go. All sorts of things happening. Being careful, T20 cricket, Jeremy. Come on.
Yeah, 1 for 28. It's down the ground. Will they think of a second? No. Probably should have pushed the first one a little bit harder. Just didn't get hold of it the way he wanted to.
But you're right. Washington Sundar has had a good series so far. Very steady, accurate. Bowls a good length. So he needs to be respected, no doubt.
3 for 15. That is his best thus far. So 6 wickets in this tournament. Nicely pushed. Now they're going to call for 2 and they're going to go for it. It's good running.
Oh, they cruised it. It's a big boundary out there. Huge boundary. 80 meters square. End of the over. 40.
सर आप बहुत लकी है कि आपके बेटे ने
दोस्तों अगर आप ऐसे ही रोजाना हमारे चैनल पे सभी मुकाबलों का लाइव देखना चाहते हैं वो भी बिल्कुल फ्री, तो अभी हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। आपको वो नीचे सब्सक्राइब का बटन दिख रहा होगा, उसको दबाइए और बेल आइकन को ऑल पे कर लें ताकि हर एक मैच का लाइव एक्शन हमारे चैनल पे आप देख सकें।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी।
आपका लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर कितना होना चाहिए?
आपका लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर आपके एनुअल इनकम का 10 गुना होना चाहिए। बजाज आलियांज लाइफ के 10x टर्म प्लान्स। जब लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर हो एनुअल इनकम का 10 गुना तो
Full voices, and I love the outfits. Always different every game. Bushnoi now into his second. Umpire's just having a look. As to signalling down there, the 2 umpires standing today, Foster Mutuzwa and also Igno Chabi in his 37th. Both one in his 31st and the other one in their 37th. Maybe Pycroft, obviously the match referee, very, very experienced man. Many, many years, played for Zimbabwe as well. Bishnoi.
Bishnoi to Madavere. Madavere has been excellent today. It's the best he's batted so far in the series. Played some really class shots.
Nicely played. Ryan Parag doing the fielding. He's on for Shivam Dubey.
Dubey might have niggled something in that attempted catch that he made it mid-on when he dropped that catch.
Oh, beaten. Yes, beaten all ends down. Wonderful delivery.
Do not expect the ball to come back into you, Maramani. It's not going to happen. It's all across. That's what Bishnoi does.
That one is given. Run in front of his stumps. Don't even look back. Keep on walking because this is stone dead.
Well, did this one come back? Did it come back enough? They've reviewed it.
Chief Umpire to Director, we have an LBW review. Original decision is out. I've already checked the feet. It's a fair delivery. Can I have fractional spin vision, please? Ball passing close to the bed. Can I check with outrage? Flat line as the ball passes the bed. Can we move on to ball tracking? Original decision out. Pitching outside leg. Foster, I would like you to change your original decision of out to not out. Stand by. You're on screen, signal now.
Well. That one's just pitched outside leg stump. And the law says if it's pitched outside, it cannot be given out.
And the apostolics in the crowd are happy with the faith they've shown.
Brilliant, Andy. It's a good one. That means you'll be going to church tomorrow morning?
Well, I must say, there's a bit of a conflict over there with that the apostolic garb that they're in. They're sitting in Castle Corner.
You have a second and wisely sent back.
Well, that was an excellent review by Moramani, wasn't it? Bishnoi will struggle to get LBWs against a left-hander because he doesn't bowl the big leg spinner. So even though it looked as if it was plumb, it had just pitched outside leg stump.
That's why I sit up in the commentary box, Andy. The umpire to the umpires. That's good running. It's good cricket. And good fielding as well.
Excellent cricket from the two Zimbabwean batsmen.
Hello, digit. वो नारियल बूम so coconut से windshield damage आपके एरिया में तो कॉमन है बस वीडियो अपलोड कर दो क्लेम सबमिट
That's it. वीडियो अपलोड करो और क्लेम सबमिट करो. That's it. That's digit.
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार. विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी.
सर आप बहुत लकी हैं कि आपके बेटे ने हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस और बाकी सारी फॉर्मेलिटीज टाइम से पूरी कर दी है.
मेरा बेटा
तो फिर आप
पॉलिसी बाजार
क्लेम के टाइम पे हमेशा आपकी हेल्प को तैयार. पॉलिसी बाजार 1 करोड़ का हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ 390 रुपए महीने से शुरू.
Times, and if they get to a 50 partnership, it'll be the third time that they've got there. Shots of 2. They're going to come back. 50 partnership to the roar of this exciting crowd.
Lovely work from these two. Excellent partnership. And they're starting to run the Indians ragged in the field. That too was taken to the short side, actually. I think we're going to see more of that. But really warmly appreciated by the crowd. Excellent partnership so far. They need to push on.
That's picked up. It's gone. It's one bounce over the fence. Well, he's just dragged it down a bit, Sundar. And Moramani pounced on that.
Nice piece of tactical play. Got underneath it nicely. Got really long way inside it to get it fine of the deep fine leg. Nice piece of cricket.
In shouts of 2. Well, this is excellent cricket. Just got the boundary, and they've been running pretty well. That's the batting card. There's still plenty of batting to come. But what a start 56 or 47 balls. And these two have complemented each other pretty well.
Yes, Washi.
And they are going to need a big score here, aren't they? Excellent surface. Excellent Indian batting order. They're going to have to push hard here. Something up near 200.
Again, good running. Oh, nearly there. If that one had gone past, it would be another run. Washington Sundar did good to get a hand to that. Projected score, if they continue batting at this rate, would be 146, but they want to be more in that 191, 215 region. That's where they want to get to, Zimbabwe. Tucked around the leg side for 1. 8 overs gone now, 58 without loss.
आपका लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर कितना होना चाहिए?
आपका लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर आपके एनुअल इनकम का 10 गुना होना चाहिए। बजाज आलियांज लाइफ के 10x टर्म प्लान्स। जब लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर हो एनुअल इनकम का 10 गुना तो
वो मिस्टर विकास की फाइल आप पॉलिसी बाजार। मैम, आपका हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस क्लेम अप्रूव हो गया है। अब आप सर को घर ले जा सकती हैं।
क्लेम के टाइम पे हमेशा आपकी हेल्प को तैयार पॉलिसी बाजार। 1 करोड़ का हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ 390 रुपए महीने से शुरू।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
Change in bowling. Abhishek Sharma from the golf course in is slow left arm. Late matches, can you believe it already? So young, 32 wickets, best of 3 for 7. Short cut away, but protection there is indeed.
Well, given that we're into the 4th match of the series, previously we'd only faced, I think the openers had only faced a maximum of 7 balls. So this partnership has been outstanding, and we've seen shots all around the ground, that being one of the best of them. The left-right combination has worked really well for Zimbabwe today. Abhishek Sharma continuing.
They still has to get a wicket in this tournament. Again, shouts of 2. Wonderful running. I love this. You're not going to get boundaries all the time, especially in these middle overs. Remember, the first power play is out. Up the 2 men that were on the boundary. There's now 4 boundary riders. You can have them out, spread out. So you've got to be running well, and especially to this part of the ground where it's about 80, 84 meters. Soft hands, run hard. Down the ground. Dube does well to cut that off. And 2 more.
There's more than one way to skin a cat, isn't there, Jeremy? And these guys are finding a nice balance between boundary hitting and pushing India hard in the field. And as you say, this side is prime opportunity for 2s. If you nudge it at the right pace, you can cruise at 2.
Well, is that going to be out? God, he's hit it straight down his throat. So first international wicket for Abhishek Sharma. And Rinka Singh, the man on the boundary. Safe hands. And India get their first wicket.
What a pity. Maramani had done so well. And he gets probably the worst ball he's faced in the innings so far. A shorter ball from the left arm spinner. And he's mishit it out to deep mid-wicket. Rinku Singh taking a very comfortable catch. So that partnership we've been talking about is over. And Zimbabwe are now 63 for 1.
Hello, Digit. वो नारियल बूम so कोकोनट से विंडशील्ड डैमेज आपके एरिया में तो कॉमन है। बस वीडियो अपलोड कर दो, क्लेम सबमिट।
That's it. वीडियो अपलोड करो और क्लेम सबमिट करो। That's it. That's Digit.
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
सर आप बहुत लकी हैं कि आपके बेटे ने हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस और बाकी सारी फॉर्मेलिटीज टाइम से पूरी कर दी है।
मेरा बेटा
तो फिर आप
पॉलिसी बाजार।
क्लेम के टाइम पे हमेशा आपकी हेल्प को तैयार पॉलिसी बाजार 1 करोड़ का हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ 390 रुपए महीने से शुरू।
Enter Brian Bennett. I think he has quite a bit of talent as well. I'd like to see him continue in that positive vein that he did the other day. Just a push for one.
Brian Bennett's had a good start to his international career. Good strike rate. He's an attacking player. He's only 20 years old.
Straight to the fielder. Nothing to report back. 64 for 1.
सर आप बहुत लकी हैं कि आपके बेटे ने हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस और बाकी सारी फॉर्मेलिटीज टाइम से पूरी कर दी है।
मेरा बेटा
तो फिर आप
पॉलिसी बाजार।
क्लेम के टाइम पे हमेशा आपकी हेल्प को तैयार पॉलिसी बाजार 1 करोड़ का हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ 390 रुपए महीने से शुरू।
आपका लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर कितना होना चाहिए?
आपका लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर आपके एनुअल इनकम का 10 गुना होना चाहिए। बजाज आलियांज लाइफ के 10x टर्म प्लान्स। जब लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर हो एनुअल इनकम का 10 गुना तो
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी।
Now 31 years of age into the attack.
Well, this is an interesting situation for Brian Bennett, actually. He usually comes in power play. And so when the field's in and there are only 2 men out of the inner circle, it's a very different game.
Wait!
Here there's a much more defensive field. Only 4 men in the inner circle. And he's here because Abhishek Sharma dragged one down a little. Moramani tried to pounce on it, but it was a miss hit. 32 of 31 for Moramani. Good start, solid batting. And he showed some glimpses of a good T20 opening batsman in that innings.
Wait!
Again, straight to the same fielder with backward point. Well, it'll be interesting to see how Dubé goes. I think India earmarking him for that all-rounder role. We all know what he can do with a bat. It was expensive the other day. Went 2 overs for 27. So he'd like to improve upon that and really add to that wicket column. Pull to the onside, to the mid-wicket boundary. Solid pull. Rinko Singh there, or rather Ruturaj Gaikwad.
Yes, it's a very good opportunity for Dubé to show what he can do with the ball in this series. And the Indian selectors, I would imagine, will be watching this very closely. Can he operate? Certainly operating as a third seamer in today's game, but perhaps in more normal circumstances he might operate as a fourth seamer.
As a tall fellow, so he gets nice height. Not all that quick. Solid thus far in his first over. Only 2 runs off the 4 balls. Halil went for 9 in his first 2. Bishnoi, brilliant as ever. And Abhishek Sharma getting his first international wicket. Too hard to look for 2.
Well, it's different batting for Bennett here, isn't it? Dubé has all the protection in the world out there on the leg side, on the long boundary. And so it's a different type of batting that he's looking for in this post-power play period.
Wow! Has that gone? Singh won't make any mistake. the second wicket down. We're going to play it in the deep in that area. It's a
दोस्तों अगर आप ऐसे ही रोजाना हमारे चैनल पे सभी मुकाबलों का लाइव देखना चाहते हैं वो भी बिल्कुल फ्री, तो अभी हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। आपको वो नीचे सब्सक्राइब का बटन दिख रहा होगा, उसको दबाइए और बेल आइकन को ऑल पे कर लें ताकि हर एक मैच का लाइव एक्शन हमारे चैनल पे आप देख सकें।
Well, there we go. Good running catch. Safe hands. Dube elated. 67 for 2. So Wesley.
हेलो डिजिट, वो नारियल बूम सो कोकोनट से विंडशील्ड डैमेज आपके एरिया में तो कॉमन है, बस वीडियो अपलोड कर दो, क्लेम सबमिट।
That's it. वीडियो अपलोड करो और क्लेम सबमिट करो। That's it. That's digit.
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
आपका लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर कितना होना चाहिए?
आपका लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर आपके एनुअल इनकम का 10 गुना होना चाहिए। बजाज आलियांज लाइफ के 10x टर्म प्लान्स। जब लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर हो एनुअल इनकम का 10 गुना तो समझो हो गया।
Two wickets in 2 overs. Shubman Gill would be thrilled that his 2 part-timers who conceded 50 between them in the last game have accounted for the breakthroughs. Abhishek Sharma getting rid of Arumani and Madivere holding out in the last over, which brings Sikandar Raza. Zimbabwe's captain is usually coming in the midst of a storm, early wickets falling, but there's a bit of a foundation. Back-to-back wickets though. Turn and bounce. Well, Abhinav Mukund was closely monitoring the use of the 5th bowler in the last game, and Shubman seems happy to go to them in tandem again.
Yeah, it's worked out effectively for India this time around. Abhishek Sharma and Shivam Dube both accounting for the wickets. No frontline bowler picking up any wickets whatsoever, but Abhishek Sharma is getting a bit of purchase. This pitch now bowling to 2 new batters, a bit under pressure. Great opportunity for Abhishek to sneak in a few overs. He's bowled well today.
Short boundaries, right-handers leg side, so now with 2 right-handers at the crease. Bowling to the end where they'll have to hit against the turn. Ryan Bennett, he's used to coming in early. And that's against the turn. This is going to be wicket number 3. It should have been. But Ruturaj Gaikwad, who just meandered towards it. The ball just kept getting away. That is an opportunity gone.
Yeah, he definitely knows it, Ruturaj Gaikwad. Again, slower turn on offer, a nice top edge. Ruturaj Gaikwad get a hand to it.
We'll come back to that. Missed opportunity.
Hello, Digit.
दोस्तों आप में से जिसको भी आज के मुकाबले की 100% श्योर विनर और सेशन रिपोर्ट चाहिए वो लोग अभी हमारे टेलीग्राम को ज्वाइन करें। यहाँ पे आपको एकदम फ्री में रिपोर्ट दी जाती है और एकदम जेन्युइन रिपोर्ट, तो मौके का फायदा उठाएं और बिना देरी किए हमारे टेलीग्राम से जुड़ जाएं। लिंक आप सभी को वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन और चैट बॉक्स में दे दिया है।
आपका हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस क्लेम अप्रूव हो गया है, अब आप सर को घर ले जा सकती हैं।
क्लेम के टाइम पे हमेशा आपकी हेल्प को तैयार पॉलिसी बाजार। 1 करोड़ का हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ 390 रुपए महीने से शुरू।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
Going again after 2 quiet overs with wickets. Seems like Shivam Dube is at the receiving end of an unfortunate sting. This is what happened last over. Gaikwad, as you pointed out, Abhinav, It's just about touched the tips of his fingers. He was in the air for a long time.
Usually a safe pair of hands. Gaikwad got into a decent position, but felt like the ball just kept going away from him. And in the end, made a mess of it.
Easy as you like. It is a poor ball with fine leg in. Sikandar Raza is too good to miss out. First boundary for the Zimbabwe captain.
Yeah, it's important for Zimbabwe to realize the importance of taking down the 5th and 6th bowling options. And Raza doing much, just getting into the line and guiding the ball where it was supposed to go. So it's important for Zimbabwe to remain positive. It's still a good batting surface, and with the start, they still can dream of 175, 180.
Yeah, 100%. This will be the 4th over now between Abhishek and Dubey. And Shubman Gill might be tempted to give Abhishek another one, especially with Tushar Deshpande on debut, a little expensive. The stage is set for them to go. There's still plenty of batting, especially with Dion Myers getting a score in the last game. Still think if they are to get to 180, then Bennett or Raza have to bat a bulk of these remaining 8.4 overs. It's movement. This Indian team's been in Zimbabwe, in Harare for about a week. They'll all check out tomorrow and had a taste of what it's like. This part of the world. This is Antelope Park. You can see lions in the Antelope Park. Magnificent country, this.
Brian Bennett has walked in quite early in this series. The opening partnerships haven't been great, but walking in here at number 3, he's been a bit short of finding the gaps this time around. He got 26 of 9 in the second T20, and now he's 5 of 9. You can clearly see that something's going to give for Brian Bennett. So I'd like to stay quiet.
Rinku Singh, who's been kept busy, and they'll be happy that the ball keeps following him. I think everyone was of the opinion in the com box that this is showing signs of being the best batting surface, but Shivam Dubey has scored a few. He's significantly slower than the rest of India's seamers, and Brian Bennett has struggled to get his timing. Slight change and adjustment in the field. Khalil Ahmed, who was much finer at fine legs, just moved a little more to his right. He's back now on the boundary. Mid-off, mid-on, both inside the circle. 2 is the call instantly. Comfortable 2. It's a big part of the ground. It's a tidy over though. 79 for 2.
वो मिस्टर विकास की फाइल आप पॉलिसी बाजार मैम आपका हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस क्लेम अप्रूव हो गया है अब आप सर को घर ले जा सकती हैं
दोस्तों अगर आप ऐसे ही रोजाना हमारे चैनल पे सभी मुकाबलों का लाइव देखना चाहते हैं वो भी बिल्कुल फ्री तो अभी हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें आपको वो नीचे सब्सक्राइब का बटन दिख रहा होगा उसको दबाइए और बेल आइकन को ऑल पे कर लें ताकि हर एक मैच का लाइव एक्शन हमारे चैनल पे आप देख सकें
That's it. That's digit.
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार.
A few overs back, and Abhishek is going to get a third over, picking up a wicket in his first and creating another opportunity in his second.
Abhishek Sharma is possibly the slowest amongst all spinners on display here in Harare. And I think what's happened here on this particular surface has been effective because he's slow. He's getting a lot more turn than both Bishnoi and Washington. and Abhishek Sharma is in the early to mid 80s. But in this series in particular, the spinners have been effective because they've been quicker. The deception, and obviously with T20 cricket, you need to bowl at a certain speed. Sundar, Bishnoi and Sikandar Raza. And the three spinners who've been most effective in this series have all bowled speeds of mid-90s. But here it's a different ball game altogether.
Well, the key is the length, and this time he overpitches and Raza punishes him. First 6 off the game.
Fuller from Abhishek this time around. And Raza knew exactly what to do, cleared his front foot.
Catch it.
It's a great point you make, and what's worked for him is the length. If he tosses it up in the straight boundaries here at RA Sports Club, something that Raza and a batter can always target. Single is significant. It brings up 2,000 T20 runs for Sikandar Raza. In fact, T20 international runs for the Zimbabwe captain. It's 89 for 2.
आपका लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर कितना होना चाहिए?
आपका लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर आपके एनुअल इनकम का 10 गुना होना चाहिए। बजाज आलियांज लाइफ के 10x टर्म प्लान्स। जब लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर हो एनुअल इनकम का 10 गुना तो
सर आप बहुत लकी हैं कि आपके बेटे ने हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस और बाकी सारी फॉर्मेलिटीज टाइम से पूरी कर दी है।
मेरा बेटा?
तो फिर आप?
पॉलिसी बाजार।
क्लेम के टाइम पे हमेशा आपकी हेल्प को तैयार पॉलिसी बाजार। 1 करोड़ का हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ 390 रुपए महीने से शुरू।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी।
I think it's now going to be time for Sikandar Raza to really break the shackles, and saw that in the last over, taking Abhishek Sharma down. Next side is the big side. Washington Sundar did dismiss him in the last game. Such an important player, Sikandar Raza, and with 2,000 runs in T20Is and 50 plus wickets, he joins club of just 5 spin bowling all-rounders. For company, Hafiz, Nabi, Shakib.
Elite list of all-rounders in world cricket today. Most of them well sought after in leagues around the world.
Virandeep Singh from Malaysia also there, good on him.
गोल मचे।
Keep an eye out for the speeds of Washington Sundar. 101 kilometers per hour, the previous one. This one slower but fuller. The previous over, 6 down the ground, the first of the day.
Catch it.
Straight into the hands of Yashasvi Jaiswal. Then it was reprieved a couple of overs back, but not this time. It was a struggle today for young Brian Bennett, and Washington Sundar as his first.
Yeah, something had to give for Brian Bennett. 9 of 13. Looked to cut the off spinner. Hit it straight into the hands of Yashasvi Jaiswal. Another wicket for Washington Sundar in this series. Brian Bennett's struggle comes to an end. 9 of 14 for him. Zimbabwe 92 for 3.
हेलो डिजिट
वो नारियल बूम
सो कोकोनट से विंडशील्ड डैमेज आपके एरिया में तो कॉमन है, बस वीडियो अपलोड कर दो, क्लेम सबमिटेड।
That's it. वीडियो अपलोड करो और क्लेम सबमिट करो। That's it. That's digit.
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी।
आपका लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर कितना होना चाहिए?
आपका लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर आपके एनुअल इनकम का 10 गुना होना चाहिए। बजाज आलियांज लाइफ के 10x टर्म प्लान्स। जब लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर हो एनुअल इनकम का 10 गुना तो समझो हो गया।
Tom Campbell. Washington Sundar likes bowling to him. Slip is in straight away.
ओए यार, वो नहीं है बेटा। ओ, जीते।
I think he's very happy at the non-striker's end.
क्या बात है?
Very happy to get off the mark. He's had 2 zeros in this series in 3 games, Jonathan Campbell. And in those 3 games, he's been dismissed twice by Washington Sundar.
Both these batters were dismissed by Washington, who with that wicket is now right on top as far as the leading wicket taker in the series goes.
Oh, yes, nicely.
As soon as he slows it up, let's see the perches that Abhinav speaks of. 14 gone, successful over, 93 for 3.
हेलो डिजिट,
वो नारियल बूम।
सो कोकोनट से विंडशील्ड डैमेज आपके एरिया में तो कॉमन है, बस वीडियो अपलोड कर दो, क्लेम सबमिटेड।
That's it.
दोस्तों अगर आप ऐसे ही रोजाना हमारे चैनल पे सभी मुकाबलों का लाइव देखना चाहते हैं वो भी बिल्कुल फ्री, तो अभी हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। आपको वो नीचे सब्सक्राइब का बटन दिख रहा होगा, उसको दबाइए और बेल आइकन को ऑल पे कर लें ताकि हर एक मैच का लाइव एक्शन हमारे चैनल पे आप देख सकें।
इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ 390 रुपए महीने से शुरू।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
Spin in the form of Ravi Bishnoi. The slip stays in place for him as well.
ओए यार।
Shasvi Jaiswal. And it took the catch to dismiss Brian Bennett inside the circle of the offside. Couple of wickets now where Zimbabwe's batters would feel wasn't necessarily the best ball they faced. Abhishek Sharma also, the half-tracker. Here, take them.
Washington's come really well prepared for this series. He's ensured that he's been on and around off stump, and his deception has been variation of pace. He's generally stuck to good length. But look at the few balls that have looped through, some darting through.
ओए यार।
He's varied his pace beautifully in this series. And what helps him and what helps all the spinners as well is the boundary dimensions. Day games, boundary dimensions, a massive difference from the night games of the IPL, where you have to deal with other uncontrollables like the dew.
Oh,
mix up. Tom Campbell doesn't even need to go upstairs. It is brilliant from Bishnoi. Bullseye with the stumps. Tom Campbell has nothing going his way as far as running goes. Run out for the second time this series. That is outstanding work from the bowler.
He's been really good with the ball, but he's been exceptional on the field. Sensational catch in the previous game, and this time of his own bowling, nails the middle stump. And typical Bishnoi celebration comes out. Unfortunately, second time run out in this series. Jonathan Campbell goes for a runner ball 3. Zimbabwe 96 for 4 now.
वो मिस्टर विकास की फाइल आप पॉलिसी बाजार। मैम, आपका हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस क्लेम अप्रूव हो गया है, अब आप सर को घर ले जा सकती हैं।
क्लेम के टाइम पे हमेशा आपकी हेल्प को तैयार पॉलिसी बाजार। 1 करोड़ का हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ 390 रुपए महीने से शुरू।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
आपका लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर कितना होना चाहिए?
आपका लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर आपके एनुअल इनकम का 10 गुना होना चाहिए। बजाज आलियांज लाइफ के 10x टर्म प्लान्स। जब लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर हो एनुअल इनकम का 10 गुना तो समझो हो गया।
Well, Ravi Bishnoi, if he doesn't get you wickets, he does something brilliant in the field. Blinder in the last game to dismiss Brian Bennett, and now of his own bowling. In one motion, taking advantage of a mix-up. It's one of the reasons why he's so tempted to give Ravi Bishnoi a long run. Not only is he ever improving wrist spinner, but gives you so much in the field. Dion Myers, fresh at back of that 65 not out in the last game, his highest score, made in 50. He's off the mark. Losing their...
दोस्तों आप सभी को बता दूं, लाइव मैच का लिंक मैंने वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन और चैट बॉक्स में दे दिया है। तो आप में से जो भी भाई लाइव मैच देखना चाहते हैं वो लोग अभी जाएं और वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन में और चैट बॉक्स में जो मैंने लिंक दिया है उस पर क्लिक करें और हमारे साथ जो है दोस्तों लाइव मैच में जुड़ जाएं। दोस्तों आप सभी को बता दूं, लाइव मैच का लिंक मैंने वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन और चैट बॉक्स में दे दिया है। तो आप में से जो भी भाई लाइव मैच देखना चाहते हैं वो लोग अभी जाएं और वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन में और चैट बॉक्स में जो मैंने लिंक दिया है उस पर क्लिक करें और हमारे साथ जो है दोस्तों लाइव मैच में जुड़ जाएं। दोस्तों आप सभी को बता दूं, लाइव मैच का लिंक मैंने वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन और चैट बॉक्स में दे दिया है। तो आप में से जो भी भाई लाइव मैच देखना चाहते हैं वो लोग अभी जाएं और वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन में और चैट बॉक्स में जो मैंने लिंक दिया है उस पर क्लिक करें और हमारे साथ जो है दोस्तों लाइव मैच में जुड़ जाएं।
When Zimbabwe plays at home.
ओए यार।
Last quarter. Zimbabwe's innings, 99 for 4. This is the run out of Jonathan Campbell. Sikandar Raza has
तो ऐसी जगह खेलिए जो कि ट्रस्टेड हो, क्योंकि देखो पंटर एक तो लालच में वैसे हार जाता है, जिस दिन वो जीतता है उसका बुकी फिर वो सही पेमेंट नहीं देता, तो इसमें भी उसका लॉस है। इसी कारण बोलता हूँ कि अच्छी जगह खेलो जहाँ पर आप सभी लोगों को ट्रस्ट बना रहे, और ट्रस्ट के लिए मैं बैठा हूँ क्योंकि पैसे की गारंटी मेरी आप लोगों की सबकी। तो जुड़ जाइए टेलीग्राम चैनल से, यदि आप सभी लोगों के पास ट्रस्टी बुकी है नहीं तो होगी, ठीक है। और साथ के साथ में बड़ा शानदार मैच चल रहा है। हाँ, लंका प्रीमियर भाई कितने अब तक क्या रिजल्ट चल रहा है लंका प्रीमियर लीग का भाई? अभी तक पहला मैच ही खराब हुआ था, वो भी खराब क्या हुआ था, लॉस कट हो गया था उसमें भी, ठीक है। तो अपना मैच अभी लंका प्रीमियर लीग तो अच्छी चल रही है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, हर मैच में एक दो लिमिट बन रहा है लॉस कट बुक सेट के साथ, ठीक है। और बात करें तो कैसा रहेगा लंका प्रीमियर भाई? लंका प्रीमियर लीग अच्छा रहेगा, उसके साथ साथ एक जो यूएसए T20 शुरू हुआ है ना, ये भी अच्छा रहेगा, क्योंकि यहाँ स्कोर कम बनता है, स्कोर कम बनेगा तो डिफेंड के चांसेस ज़्यादा होंगे। डिफेंड के घोड़े बहुत अच्छे मिलते हैं भाई, आप सभी लोगों ने देखा ही होगा है वर्ल्ड कप में कैसे डिफेंड के धड़ाधड़ घोड़े मिल रहे थे। चलिए जुड़े रहिए, मिलते हैं आप सभी लोगों से, और जुड़े हैं। चलिए कमेंट का रिप्लाई कर देते हैं आप सभी लोगों, देख कमेंट कीजिए कौन कहाँ से फटाफट से। हेलो दोस्तों, स्वागत है आप सभी लोगों का मेरी लाइव में, और जितने भी मेंबर लाइव में जुड़े हुए हैं सभी लोगों का शुक्रिया। प्लीज़ यूँ ही बने रहें और वीडियो को लाइक करते रहें, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करते रहें। आइए जितने भी मेंबर लाइव में जुड़े हुए हैं सभी को एक बारी कमेंट का रिप्लाई कर देता हूं मैं। अमीर जुड़ चुके हैं हमारे साथ, डीके जुड़ चुके हैं, डी सिकंदर जुड़ चुके हैं हमारे साथ, मुनाहिर जुड़ चुके हैं, आशुतोष हरादा जुड़ चुके हैं, और साथ के साथ में बहुत से मेंबर हमारे साथ लाइव में जुड़े हुए हैं। तो सभी के सभी वीडियो को यूं ही लाइक करते रहें और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करते रहें। और साथ के साथ में आप सभी लोगों को बता दूं मैं, हमारे साथ आयुष जुड़ चुके हैं, और एफसी व्लॉग जुड़ चुके हैं, सयान मंडल जुड़ चुके हैं, जितने भी मेंबर लाइव में जुड़े हुए हैं ना गाइज, आप सभी लोग अभी मैच लाइव जितने भी मैच देखना चाहते हैं बिल्कुल फ्री में, वो भी बिना किसी एडवर्टाइजमेंट के, बिना किसी डिस्टर्बेंस के, तो आप सभी लोग हमारे टेलीग्राम चैनल पर इस मुकाबले को लाइव देख सकते हैं। लिंक आप सभी लोगों को डिस्क्रिप्शन कमेंट बॉक्स में मिल जाएगा। एक और चीज़, यदि आप सभी लोगों को टेलीग्राम चैनल पर मैच लाइव चलता हुआ नहीं मिला तो आप सभी लोग तुरंत चैनल को लेफ्ट कर सकते हैं। 100% आप लोगों को ये मैच लाइव चलता हुआ मिल जाएगा। और साथ ही साथ में आप सभी लोगों को मैंने 1000 मेंबर्स का गिव अवे भी रखा हुआ है। जैसे ही हमारे चैनल में 1000 मेंबर्स ज्वाइन हो जाएंगे, वैसे ही तुरंत आप सभी लोगों को मैंने 1000 रुपीज़ का गिव अवे अनाउंस कर दूंगा मैं टेलीग्राम चैनल पर, ताकि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा बंदे हमारे साथ जुड़ सके। तो फटाफट से जाइए, सभी के सभी टेलीग्राम चैनल को ज्वाइन कर लीजिए, लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन कमेंट बॉक्स में। और आप सभी लोगों को बता दूं, जितने भी मेंबर यहाँ पर लॉस में है, क्रिकेट में या फैंटेसी में, उन सभी लोगों की सारी प्रॉब्लम्स मैं सोल्व करवा के दूंगा पर्सनली बात करके। और इस चीज़ के मैं किसी से भी कुछ भी पैसे चार्ज नहीं करता, ठीक है। जितने भी मेंबर हैं जो कि लॉस में चल रहे हैं, फिलहाल हार कर परेशान है और टिप्परों को पैसे दे के परेशान है, उनका लॉस कवर नहीं हो रहा, तो उनको अच्छी ऐसी टिप्स एंड ट्रिक्स बताने वाला हूँ मैं, जिससे उन सभी लोगों के पैसे भी नहीं लगेंगे और सारा लॉस भी कवर हो जाएगा, ठीक है। तो जितने भी मेंबर जाकर जुड़ जाइए टेलीग्राम चैनल से। और साथ के साथ में आप लोगों को मैं ये बता दूं कि जितने भी बड़े बड़े टिप्पर आप सभी लोगों से पर मैच के 5-5 हज़ार 10-10 हज़ार रुपये चार्ज करते हैं पेड रिपोर्ट के, तो आप सभी लोगों को किसी को भी कुछ भी पैसे देने की जरूरत नहीं है। मेरे होते हुए आप सभी लोगों को हर मैच की विनिंग टीम, मैच विनर बिल्कुल फ्री में प्रोवाइड करवा दूंगा मैं, ठीक है। आशीष मीना 12,000 का लॉस हो गया, अरे भाई हो जाएगा, ये भी कवर हो जाएगा। और एक चीज़ और बता दूं, कुछ ऐसी टिप्स एंड ट्रिक्स है जो आप सभी लोगों को हर लीग में, हर मैच में काम आने वाली है। अभी जैसे अब तक लंका प्रीमियर लीग में अपना एक भी मैच लॉस में नहीं गया, प्रॉपर एंट्रीज के साथ सब चीज़ें आप सभी लोगों को प्रोवाइड करवा देता हूं मैं, ठीक है। तो किसी के भी बातों में आगे किसी को भी मुंह उठा के पैसे मत दिया करो, ठीक है, इसमें आप ही लोगों का नुकसान है। वैसे बने रहिए सभी के सभी और देखते हैं क्या होता है। बड़ा ही शानदार ये मुकाबला चल रहा है और इस मुकाबले में किस टीम के जीतने के चांसेस है वो मैंने आप सभी लोगों को टेलीग्राम चैनल पर प्रोवाइड करवा दिया है। जाकर देखिए इस मुकाबले में कौन सी टीम विन करेगी और फिर मिलते हैं आप सभी लोगों से। यूं ही बने रहे, अच्छे खासे मेंबर जुड़ चुके हैं गाइस। फटाफट से वीडियो को लाइक और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए और कमेंट करें, देखिए देखते हैं कौन